This is heat 1 of 1 of the women's 3,000 meter run.
We have seeded first, Lily Jin. Seeded second, Caroline Webb. Seeded third, Erica Long. Seeded fourth, Mackenzie Cook. Seeded fifth, Abby Artebane. Seeded sixth, Riley McMahon from Battle Road. Seeded seventh, Kate Ashley. Seeded eighth, Suki Folsom. Seeded ninth, Kaylee Hill. Seeded 10th, Madeline Cook. And seeded 11th from Battle Road, Ava Paradiso. So, Andrew, you've run the 3K a few times.
Right? I have.
What do you say the keys to the race are?
Well, you kind of, I always feel like you race it like you do a 5K, just a tiny more aggressively.
Meters, 30,
you know,
37 high.
You get in position, you really want to go for those even splits, maybe even negative split, but you want to just, you want to race it.
Stiff pace.
So, just like any event, you try to run your fastest time and you're able to race it.
So is it better to make sure that you're out in a good position, or do you really just need to focus on your own splits from the get-go?
I think it depends.
Under 9.5 minutes.
You do want to make sure you're in position, but in a race like this, it's very strung out. I think they want to make sure they're where they need to be. You don't want to be going
top three have
with somebody who's going much either faster or slower than you want to go.
77.
You want to try to run your race.
But it helps to work off people.
Oh,
right?
definitely. You definitely want to work off people.
Not only for the wind benefits, but for the mental benefits.
Yeah, and tonight's not that windy. At least, and then we're way up here, above the press box, where we would feel much more wind than the competitors do, and it's a very, very light breeze. And it was very hot earlier today. It'll be even hotter tomorrow. But right now, with the sun down, it was cooled off quite a bit. I'd say it's very nice 3K weather. A tad on the warmer side, but for this time of year, pretty good weather.
You know who definitely likes the weather right now? The bugs.
Yes. There are plenty of bugs. I bet there's a good chance that the runners on the track are running into bugs and they are noticing them.
400-meter hurdles, you don't see that every day.
I'd say the majority are up in the lights.
That's how.
You can see them swarming. But
the leader continues to be Lily Jin.
I have run on this track before though. This time, I've raced the 10K here before, and I have often run through swarms of bugs on this track. So hopefully it's not too crowded.
Meters.
I know right now that the runners are pretty
39.
Spaced out. We have 2 in the lead with
It's right around 10-minute pace for the whole thing.
As there's a bug in the microphone,
come around
I tried to
the finish line,
and it flew right onto my
go.
face.
That is 2,000 meters to go. They will be 1/3 of the way
But
through.
we have a pack of 2 at the front, followed by a third, not too far behind.
Hopefully the bug didn't make too many rude comments while he was on the mic. Springing out here a little bit early. Everyone kind of getting their own groove, but we still have a battle for first, as now we see an overtake for the lead.
Yeah, it looks like a lead change.
Hitting the 1K.
5 laps to go now.
3:20, that is 10 minutes.
Third of the way through the race.
I'm getting attacked by bugs now. Go to the lights, come on. Some very strong runners out here. See Riley McMahon and Ava Paradiso moving up a little bit in the field from Battle Road. Still in some very strong positions.
And this is Carolyn Webb now in the lead, followed by Jin, who is trying to keep her within contact. 3 laps, 1,200 meters, 3:59.
Third place from
the pace
Riley
just a little bit.
Fourth place.
Third place, 4:05.
We also have Eva Paradiso in 6th place.
You can really see how strung out this race is when we pan out around this turn. Looks like our leader has slightly pulled ahead, but our second place is not letting her go. She is not letting that gap grow any lower than a few
4
meters.
to go for Webb.
And sometimes it can be
Jin
a
trying
little
to get
easier
back
to run
in
from
it,
second
get
place,
back on
right?
her
If you're
shoulder.
Yeah, as long as she can stay on her, you're getting pulled into a time that a faster time.
See what their 1500 is.
Great
Since
job
that's
from
halfway.
Riley here. She's slowly trying to catch third place as the first two have really separated from the rest. Ava's also right in the back of fifth place. See if they can move up the field a little bit. And then we have our seventh
Right
place
around 5
competitors
minutes
behind
at
there.
1500, maybe just under. See if they can maintain this pace or even quicken it up in the latter stages
Everyone's
of
running
this
really
race.
strong
This is
times
4
here.
laps coming up, 1600 meters. Basically a mile. Webb, 518. Jin, just under 520.
I think 1,600 meters into the race. A little
Webb
less than
is
half to
trying
go.
to pull away. They are over 10 seconds clear of third.
I
Webb
often
and
find in the 3K at this point in the race, you are thinking, I still have how much to go?
I was
Because
just going to ask that.
you're generally struggling at this point, but you're like, oh no, because you still have a bit more, like a little bit more before you can really start kicking it in.
And when can you start?
3 to go.
Like, you know, depends on the person. 800, you know, you can start moving at 800, but you know, like most races, you really want to, you know, you can't start really going all out until you start to get somewhere close to the bell lap.
And it's still order as it were before, with the front two way on front.
It looks like
and
there's been
battle
a-
for
yeah.
third through sixth place.
It looks
is
like
a little tighter,
Amongst the front two, the gap is slowly getting bigger.
but not uncatchable.
Yeah, not uncatchable.
Okay,
Anything, you know,
Webb
they
coming
have
through
1,000 meters to go.
2K
From the
and just under
leaders.
640, which is again 10-minute pace. That's what they seem to be shooting for, even though their seed times are slower than
If we
that.
look over for the
10,
battle
10,
for
and
third
10, 15
place,
in fact.
Let's quickly zoom in there.
we can see that Riley's closed down the gap significantly, is now just about a second or second and a half, 2 seconds behind third place. So all these next couple laps, she might be able to reel her in. But yeah,
Back
the, gap,
to the-
the gap has certainly opened up here for first place
Yes.
with just a couple laps remaining. On for some great times here tonight.
Yeah, 2 laps to go.
2 to go for the leader, Carolyn Webb.
And then for third place, we have Riley McMahon getting right on the back of the emerging elites competitor. She's now making the move for third place with just 2 laps to go as she starts her penultimate lap. A gutsy race for Riley as she looks to move up the field, but it looks like the top 2 are safely away.
Let's, there we go.
Webb, 8 minutes
8 minutes.
with
Wow.
600 to go.
She gets
Keep up this pace, she will run 10 flat. You can pick up the pace, you will break 10 flat.
what a strong race from her.
A lot of leading. It's a lot of time to stay in the front of the race.
But she still looks strong. She doesn't look like she's about to tighten up here, which is the most important thing.
Yeah, coming
Second
into the bell
place
lap.
looks good, but you can tell her stride has gotten a little bit shorter. It looks a little tighter. We'll see how they
Yeah, we'll be able to see.
fare on the final lap.
And here they hit the bell.
Hear the bell now. 8:41 officially through 2600.
That seems like
Final lap for
our
the
leader
Carolyn Webb. Took over
should be able to break 10 minutes
Right
in
around
this
3
3K.
laps in.
A strong final lap.
And it's even,
And
I think
it
even
looks
our
like she
second
will
place
not be
runner
caught.
should be able to break 10 as well, although she will not be catching our leader.
In third place we have Riley for Battle Road.
It's like first place might even be extending her lead just a little bit.
First place has really
9:19
Really extended
at
the lead.
2,800 meters for the leader Webb.
Caroline
Again, 10
Webb
minutes.
looks like her seed time was only 10:15.
Not her seed time,
but
her
she
seed time was 10:15.
will smash that today.
Looks like she can maybe break 10. Let's see what
Caroline
we can
Webb,
do.
110 meters to go, powering down the final straightaway of the 3K for the women. Lily Jin still setting a great time, but she will not catch Caroline Webb. Caroline Webb, it's a great chance to get under 10 here. 53, 54, 55, 56, and she'll finish in 9:58.
58 and change
What a run
unofficially.
from Caroline Webb.
Lily Jin, who is seated at 10:10,
Lily
will
Jin still breaks her
best
seat
that
time by 5
5.
seconds, so great run from her. And then for third place, Riley Caban powering down the home straightaway. She's lapping these other competitors, setting a great time for herself. You can see fourth place in the background, but third place is all Riley's.
And here she is coming back from the 400-meter hurdles.
Yeah, a lot of running
Wow.
today for Riley after 400 hurdles
That is
earlier.
Riley McMahon from
Runs
Battle
under
Road. That is a third
10:30,
place finish.
and then we have
Very
fourth
impressive.
place here from the emerging elites, and fifth place trying to close hard, but fourth place will not be caught. So there's the fourth and fifth place finishers, and then we have our sixth place and seventh place runners right now coming down the final 80 meters. It's a little bit tight, but it looks like Ava's going to hang on for sixth place as we approach the last 40 meters, but a valiant effort from seventh place as they just finished over 11 minutes, 11:01, 11:03
Strong
respectively.
kick from 7th place.
And then eighth place competitor is coming to the line now. Again, another strong time, about 11:15. A lot of fast times here today at the second New Balance Twilight meet. We have a kick here for some of the last places, but it's not over until it's over. And what a strong sprinting finish. She left a little bit, maybe too much in the tank. She sprints home. Maybe she'd hop in the 100 next time. Wow, what a kick.